School me on these debates that they be having about your identity as a South African colored person. What does that even mean?
As a black American, hearing the word colored can be very triggering. Mr. Jackson Cooper puts boots on the ground and traveled all over South Africa to document the colored community firsthand. What he learned throughout will be told in full truth within this video. Are the Coloureds a buffer class between black and white that was created during apartheid, or have they carved a space and became one of the most unique groups in the world? This is an honest opinion on the Coloureds of South Africa.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man Jackson Cooper, aka J Coop. And in today's video, I'm going to give you the colored truth here in South Africa from a black American's perspective. Now, I have been to many color communities here in South Africa. And honestly, I don't know anyone who has went into the color community who is not colored and specifically done it by themselves. I filmed by myself, I edit by myself, and got deep into this culture. So I wanted to do a culmination of all of the places that I've been to regarding the color community and give you my honest opinion on the Coloureds of South Africa. Now, who are the Coloureds of South Africa? I'm going to put a definition across the screen of what a colored person is, but my definition is you're of mixed race heritage in South Africa. That's pretty much my findings, right, of being around the color community, meeting the color community here in South Africa. Now, we all know that Tyler was criticized for some of her comments that she made, being an artist in America. Now,
School me on these debates that they be having about your identity as a South African colored person. What does that even mean?
Can we not, por favor?
Oh, I like that. We keeping that in the interview too.
before I was able to discover colored people, interview colored people, and actually know colored people, I was thinking the same thing with Tyler. I'm saying, like, what is she saying that she's not black, she's colored? I didn't get it. That's called being ignorant, right? I didn't understand what she meant, but I've been boots on the ground to many color communities, and now I understand. And let me give you my opinion on every situation and how it molded my view of the colored people of South Africa. So guys, this all started when I met a young lady, Miss C, and she happened to be a colored woman. All right. Now, I really wasn't thinking too much of it, but I was thinking like, Jackson, I mean, of course you could just go on a cool little date and it'd be, normal. But I said, so where are you from? And she said she's from Eden Park. And I said, Eden Park, wow, is that a colored community? She said, yes, it is. It is a colored community. So I said, do you mind taking me to Eden Park? And that right there, guys, it sparked it. We went to Eden Park, legendary. I mean, as soon as you go in, you notice that you're in a different type of place. You see, if you're in South Africa, you're looking at this like this is normal. This is not normal to have a whole community of just one group of people. Now, that is somewhat normal. Let me take that back. But the name colored, let me just break down that name color, because I'm a black American and I'm going to tie that into why black Americans and colors, we have some similarities. And that's why I feel that we were drawn to each other. So the word colored is very negative in the black American experience. We had to drink from colored water fountains. They used to call us colors back in the 60s, but we stopped that long ago, right? Because we thought it was derogatory. So when we hear people in South Africa actually owning that word, mind is blown, all right? Mind is blown because it's different. So we're in Eden Park. I'm seeing stuff I've never seen before. I mean, colors are everywhere, man. You got colored cars, you got colored drinks that I'm learning about. I'm learning that Black Label is the colored drink of choice, but you also have Castle Light. And I'm just meeting amazing people in this first encounter with the color community of Eden Park. Now, like I mentioned, I learned about the City Golf. That's a colored car. Like, the colors love that car. I learned about what they like to eat, just how they interact with each other, and honestly, how they're just like anybody else. They just happen to be a buffer between the white and the black, here in South Africa. I was relaxing when I was in Eden Park and I saw a Amazon walk by. This young lady was tall. Yeah, she was like an avatar. And I said, I gotta go ask her a few questions. This is interesting, guys. So what's your name, young lady?
My name is Nila. I'm a Coloureds from Eden Park. We such a vibe. We like to party. We like to go out. We like to connect with people. We like ganja, weed especially.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and we like connecting with people, unknown people. But some Coloureds like to say go take, you know, like this go take.
Discotheque. So what do you like to do for fun?
What do we like to do for fun? For fun, drinking. Yeah,
Drinking?
that's what I do for fun. In weed, smoking weed for fun.
What's your favorite drink?
My favorite drink is ice strawberries.
You are funny.
I'm just kidding, Corona.
Corona?
Yes, that's my favorite drink.
Okay. How old are you?
21.
21.
21 with no key.
You know, asking her those questions, she was a great sport. But it had me looking at them too, like they have a certain look, like they could be Latin kinda. And then I'm like, man, this is like freaking crazy. But then also, you can have colors that are darker skin. You can have colors that are lighter skin. They can be medium skin tone like myself. It's just a freaking mind blow, man. So Eden Park, you're always going to be legendary. I want to thank you for being the entry into this colored series that I did. And Miss C, you were great as my guide. Don't let anybody tell you that you weren't. And Eden Park was the beginning to the journey of Coop's Corner and the Coloureds. Now, after that video, people started reaching out to me, which I didn't expect. I just thought I was gonna have a one-off video, but that video took off to a certain degree. I had somebody reach out to me from Eldorado Park. Now, Eldorado Park was supposedly very, very dangerous. It's not a place that you want to just be around and, you know, think that things are cool. So we go to Eldorado Park and it was another eye opener, man. Like, I'm literally getting out of an Uber and like the Uber driver is kind of looking like, are you sure you want to go here? I'm just, you know, I'm getting out doing my thing. And the people were super cool, man. We met some twins who owned a barber shop. We met a freaking Indian that was a colored. I didn't even know that there was such a thing until that exact moment. I mean, it was just like a freaking mind blow, man. We're riding around. It's around Christmas time, so people got on Christmas hats and people are shopping. And we're just meeting all types of people in Eldorado Park. And, you know, the people are proud of their community. Very, very welcoming.
It was very nice. But I think where our community is now, from the 2000 generation growing up, it's sad what has become of Eldorado Park. We could be free. We could be, at first we could socialize with everybody and we were one big happy family. But where we are now, our children are lost. They need direction. There is no development in Eldorado Park. There's nothing capturing them. And they are just becoming states in our society.
Now, there were some situations that were rough. You know, we went into the flats out there. You know, it's real, man. You go into those flats in South Africa, those are real situations. You know what I mean? Like, people are really living that life. But the people were cool. Some of the people noticed me. The Coloureds are just cool people, man. And one thing that I found out is that they're not a monolith, right? Colored people are not all the same. Now, I have gotten comments saying, oh, Jackson, you should interview some of the Coloureds who are at the top 500 companies of South Africa. I'm pretty sure that those exist, but they never reached out. I can only work with who reaches out to me. That's just the way that it was. And the real people reached out to me. And that's why we were able to make this happen. So back to Eldorado Park. We ended Eldorado Park with prayer. That right there really was eye-opening to me, you know, because I didn't expect that. Everybody held hands and we all prayed. It was a legendary ending to a video. And I want to thank the people of Eldorado Park for welcoming me into their community. Now, after that, I went on a date with a colored lady, and it also gave me some perspective as well, right? So I met her in Eldorado Park, and people tend to think that if somebody comes from, you know, quote unquote, the ghetto or from a lesser environment, that they're going to be ratchet or they're going to be quote unquote easy. That's not the case. And that's where the Black American experience can tie into the colored experience as well. Beautiful women, and you have to treat them as such. And it's the same with the coloreds. We had a great time. I took her golfing. Very, very cool. The people are good people. It's just you have to understand that there is a difference. Now, I was invited by my man Cameron to dinner, right? I was invited, and he is originally from Reiger Park. Where I was having dinner at was a little bit outside of Reiger Park. I'm eating dinner with the family. Man, the people were so nice, and the food was amazing, man. They had the 7 colors. You know, that's a color tradition here in South Africa. And it was just a dope experience, man. Everybody was very welcoming to me. I just want to say thank you to that family again for giving me my first experience, you know, having a meal with the colored people of South Africa. So after that, we chose to explore the different areas around, and it was just dope, man. We got to meet a young lady who's an actress, who's also a color, but she was of darker skin. So like I'm starting to see the different colors of the coloreds, you know what I mean?
They have different wards, and we happen to be in Ward 33.
Okay.
All right, so this is kind of what it is. This is one half, to be honest with you. There's a whole other side.
Okay.
But you can count the amount of people in Delmo, can't you? You can. Nah, we're not even a population, to be honest with you. We're like a suburb somewhere. I don't know where, though. But yeah.
So this is the park right here
This would be a park, yeah.
with the goats right there.
The greatest of all time. I'm sure you guys don't have this.
Guys, like we're gonna have to show this.
You
This is,
don't
like,
have
so
this.
random.
My colored people. I know that I'm saying color because we have a wider audience right now, but I know that y'all say I'm a colored. It's not I'm a colored, it's I'm a colored. And like we're gonna get into that too later on down the video. So that was a great experience, Reiger Park, and just, you know, exploring with the colors that I met. I want to say thank you to them. And it was just, you know, it was cool, man. And honestly too, I feel like I had a very, very big impact on how they viewed Americans, but more so Black Americans. Cause like when they were talking to me, they were saying, bro, like you sound like you're from the movies and you sound like this and that. And I'm like, man, like it's crazy that they're seeing this stuff on TV, but now they're seeing it in real life for the first time. Because most people that travel aren't doing what I'm doing. They're not going into these communities and they're not actually meeting the people, learning the culture. So I feel that I have done a very, very great service in possibly bridging a gap between two different cultures that would have never intertwined, that have some similarities. When I was in Eden Park, it looked like Los Angeles of the 80s and the 90s. Like the whole vibe was that, from the cars to like the whole swag with the gold teeth, wife beaters. I'm like, yo, this feels like LA, palm trees. That was the vibe that I was getting. So to be more than 8,000 miles away from home and to see that same vibe, it shows you how small the world truly is. So let's make our way to Hopetown, South Africa. Now, I was on my way to Orania via bus, right? And I was in Hopetown. So I just said, Jackson, you're out of the country. You're out of the freaking hemisphere that you're from. Let's just go walking around and meet the people. So that's what we did. And I met 2 colored brothers in Hopetown, South Africa, and we explored all around Hopetown, and we even went outside of Hopetown and we're just vibing out, man. I was seeing parts of South Africa that I would have never saw if I didn't step out of my comfort zone and talk to those 2 brothers, man. They were super cool. My man Jason, and I forgot my other guy's name, but man, it was dope, man. We went to a dam. We just went and hung out with people that I would have never met. And like the colors, man, they're just super cool. Now, I can admit, Coloureds, you can be a little bit standoffish at first, some of you guys, and I get it, because Black Americans can be standoffish in like the same way sometimes, you know what I mean? You got to feel people out. You got to see if people are there for the right reasons.
Yeah, it's the RP.
It's very old school, so it's not mine. I don't own it, I rent.
Yes, sir.
So I'm still renting. Did you ever had South African tart?
What is that?
Tart.
Tart? No, I've never had
Yeah,
that.
must taste it. It's bakery.
Okay,
It's
what is it?
milk, cinnamon, breadcrumbs, the crust.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you a portion.
And I believe that Colors, for the most part, understood that I was there for the right reasons. And I had an amazing time in Hopetown, man. I mean, this is a place that I would have never experienced just being the normal tourist coming to South Africa. Because typically, you know, people go to your Johannesburgs, you go to your Cape Towns, and you go to your Durbans, but you rarely veer off into those secluded areas and learn about history the way that I did in Hopetown. So I want to give a major salute to those brothers out there in Hopetown, man, and I hope you're keeping it lekker, bro. Let's get it. Eersterust. So I had a mother and a son reach out to me from Eersterust. This is I believe, forgive me like if I'm wrong, guys, because I'm doing this off of the top of the head. This is off of memory. That Eersterust is the only color community in Pretoria, or the largest color community in Pretoria. And Eersterust is AKA Port. I met my man Keegan and his mother, Miss Nikki. Now, these are two unforgettable type of people right here. You know what I mean? So I meet them and they just show me their neighborhood, man. Very prideful people, very nice people, just lovely people, man. You know, Eersterust was different, man. Some beautiful ladies. Now, guys, we have to keep it all the way real on Coop's Corner. The color ladies are pretty. Like, let's not play games. Let's not beat around the bush. They're beautiful, you know, from the gold tooth to the slicked hair to the baby hairs to the way that they say, I'm a colored. I like the swag, man. I'm not gonna lie. We saw another Miss Nikki out there who was whipping up something on the grill that changed my life forever. She was making vores, but not just vores. She was making them inside of the Rooster Brew. Now, I never had Rooster Brew bread. That bread was top tier, man. With the freaking onions, oh my, amazing culinary experience in Eersterust, guys. I'm not going to lie. But man, it was just a beautiful time out there, man. The people were very nice, very welcoming. And one thing that I noticed too, that the weather is different in Pretoria than Johannesburg. So weather plays a big part in how Coloureds interact, I believe.
Being a color in Pretoria, what is that like?
I can say it is different. There's a uniqueness to it. Not a lot of people get to experience it, but at the end of the day, I guess it's how you perceive it. You understand? Your mindset then determines you as a person, your individuality, as well as your perspective on life and how you address certain situations in your life. I'm going from where you're born to where you want to be, to show you that these four walls aren't just your limit.
I want to give a special thank you to Eersterust, man. You guys are great people, man. Continue to fight. It's like a lot of people were saying that, you know, being in Pretoria and the history of Pretoria, I've learned somewhat about it. You know, them being a buffer between the white and the black, specifically in that city, I know it can be rough. But, you know, you guys are doing great. Keep your head up and never stop going. Wentworth, KZN, South Africa. This one was different, guys. I'm not going to lie. Wentworth was different. Now, these Coloureds do not speak Afrikaans because this is in Durban. That's already showing you the diversity of the Coloureds and how things are just completely different across the landscape of South Africa. I reached out to an Indian Coloured who was drop dead gorgeous, by the way. She was in the video, and she linked me up with brother Darian Smith. It's a legendary man right here. This man set this tour up in a way that was so authentic and so real that this video should have 1 million views. All of my videos, period, should have 1 million views. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, share, and comment. The way that we maneuvered through this tour was legendary. I mean, you guys saw everything from, we spoke to the older generation. We spoke to a woman who had she had a clinic there. You know, she was helping the people of the community through hard times, feeding the community, clothing the community. We stopped and we talked to beautiful Miss Shannon. Oh, the gold tooth was shining that day. And she was telling us about why Wentworth is the way that it is because of the gang violence, because of the gangsterism that's going on.
What can you tell me about Wentworth? What is it like being a colored here?
Well, all I know is that it's not more the same. It used to be nice before, but now because of the gangsterism and the drugs and drug abuse and things, it's gone a bit bad. Yeah.
So I was told about the violence here. Like, is it like really that extreme or?
Yes, it's actually gone worse.
Really?
Yes.
I had a bunny chow The Coloureds in Durban eat the bunny chow, which is an Indian cuisine. And that shows the intertwining of South Africa in general. Like, this place is different. You got to remember, guys, I am an outsider looking in. And once you get inside of it, you get engulfed. And it's completely different than anything that you're used to. But it's legendary, man. Like, and I'm just thankful for Wentworth, man, Wenties allowing me inside. And I feel like we just really got in depth with the people there, man. And so the people of Wentworth, much love, man. Keep going. And I always got to say it, man, just never stop, because you guys are doing good. No matter the situations that you're in, always keep that pride and you will keep shining. So now we are going to Westbury, guys. Now, Westbury is pretty notorious. I was told, Jackson, be careful in Westbury. Even my guides were saying, be very, very careful here, because it can get pretty dangerous. I went in there with the mindset that it could be dangerous. And the people of Westbury spoke. I mean, we spoke to people inside of barbershops. We spoke to the people on the streets. And once again, it seemed like just a standard situation with the Coloureds, that they were saying that the government didn't care, the gangsterism, and that the unemployment rate is just completely too high. Those were the three subjects that I was getting across from every single color community that I went to. I don't know if the government is using the color community as kind of like a bastard stepchild, or is everybody in South Africa being treated the same way? I don't know. But those were the sentiments that I was getting from the color community. Now back to Westbury. Very interesting place.
Okay, so like, how do you think things can get better here in Westbury?
If the unemployment rate, if that can like be bad, then the unemployment rate is very low. In that side is always crime and gangsterism. So if they can employ us here in Westbury, then things will come right.
It's in Johannesburg, but there was no place that I've ever been inside of Joburg that was like Westbury. It was like a land of its own type of thing. A lot of these communities, they're just an island inside of a city. I had a Gatsby there. Even though that's like a Cape Town thing, I had my Gatsby there. And, you know, I just want to say thank you to the people of Westbury, man. You were great, and you showed me a different side of Johannesburg that I would have never thought. We actually went inside of the flats there, and that was very interesting, guys. Just go and check out that video, because I may not be able to put those clips in that video because it just got real. It just got very, very real in Westbury. So salute to Westbury. Much love. The finale to my colored series in South Africa for now. We went to the Cape Flats, guys. Yes, I took my talents to Cape Town. We met the Coloureds of Parkwood and Lavender Hill. Now, this was completely different than anything that I've seen before. I mean, we had people riding horses through the flats, man. I'm talking about cooking up boerewors at the soccer matches, man. I mean, this was a completely different vibe, but it was so dope to see. Even like their lingo was a little bit different than Johannesburg lingo. Definitely different than Durban lingo.
What can you tell us about Parkwood?
Parkwood is a very different place from all other places. In the small place, there's a lot going on in the small place, and I won't reprimand anybody in other places to live in this place. Because if me, I don't see myself in 10 years. Yeah.
Really?
Really. 10 or 5, I don't see myself here. Parkwood is not a good place, especially Parkwood in Cape Town. It's a place, a wood called Parkwood, and stuff going on here, it's not good. Gangsterism, drug, it's just a lot, rape. Anything can happen in this place, in this small place. So you will be, how can I say, you'll be shocked to hear what's going on in here. You will be really shocked.
And it shows you that colors are going to be different everywhere you go all across South Africa. These are the original colors. We went in there, we asked our questions. The people were very nice, very, very welcoming. The beautiful colors of Cape Town. I want to thank you personally for allowing me in and teaching me a lot that I would have never known if I hadn't have took that step. What are my final thoughts on the colors of South Africa? So I came up with an analogy, right? So us as black people in America, descendants of slaves, we were called. Now I may bleep that out and put it across the screen so we can monetize this video. The N-word with the ER at the end. But what do? We turn that negative into a positive, into a term of endearment. and we say, what's up?
My nigga.
But the Coloureds, when that name was given to them, that was a slight to call somebody a colored. But what did the Coloureds do? They turned that into a term of endearment. And they would say, yes, I'm a colored. I'm like, oh, okay. She said, I'm a colored. So you have your colored and then you have your colored, right? So that's what I took away from turning a negative into a positive and making this culture yours specifically. Very, very unique culture. And Tyler, I understand you. Guys, thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you're understanding now what a colored is in South Africa. If you're new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button. Help the channel grow. Like this video. That'll make us be able to come back to South Africa and continue the journey, because I know it's much more colored communities that need that shine as well. And as always, guys, go out there, travel the world, see the world, understand the people of the world, and know that we have a lot to learn from one another. This is your man, Jackson Cooper, reporting live from South Africa. Until next time, peace.